The New Zealand government is raising concerns tonight over a proposed US travel ban targeting 3 Pacific nations, Tonga, Vanuatu and Tuvalu. It's part of President Donald Trump's sweeping immigration crackdown, with fears it could shut the door on thousands of Pacific citizens, including families in New Zealand. Pacific communities here are shocked and want to know what they've done to deserve it. Senior reporter Juliet Speedy has the story.
Tongans make up one of New Zealand's most vibrant communities. And outside of Tonga itself, Auckland is home to the largest Tongan population in the world. But Tongans the world over could find themselves blacklisted by the United States. 3 Pacific nations, Tonga, Vanuatu and Tuvalu, are now in the Trump administration's sights, with potential plans underway to add them to the growing list of countries banned from entering the United States. The government here is worried.
Well, of course, we are concerned about that, and we'll be talking to our colleagues and friends in all of those countries as to what we can do to clarify the circumstance.
I've spoken to some of the members of our Pacific community that come from those countries, and the questions they have are, why us? We're such tiny nations. What have we done? What risk do we pose to the United States of America?
Carmel Sepuloni, New Zealand's first MP of Tongan descent, says the Pacific communities deserve clarity and answers.
I would be saying to the members of our Pacific communities from those nations that they have every right to ask those questions, and that they should be asking those questions and they should be demanding those answers.
The United States says it's about protecting national security, with reasons such as concerns about passport security, visa overstayers, and in some cases governments failing to help the US deport people. None of the 3 Pacific nations in question have embassies in the United States.
I mean, keep in mind here that a country like Tuvalu only has a population of 10,000. How many are even wanting to go to the US or attempting to go each year? And as they have said to me, they're questioning what risks do they pose and what have they done wrong to have been placed on this list. It seems very unfair to have this proposed and then to not have those answers.
3 News contacted the US Embassy in Wellington to try and get some clarity. It directed us to general information regarding the earlier travel ban this year, but said any changes to the list of restricted countries would come out of Washington, DC. The new countries on the list have reportedly been given 60 days to fix what the US calls serious security and cooperation failures, or risk being banned outright. Meanwhile, a Samoan fashion designer, Arthur Fulasa Alu, was fatally shot at one of the American anti-Trump No Kings protests in Salt Lake City. 3 people are now in custody, but it's unclear if the shooting was politically motivated. Millions protested around the country yesterday, angry with the Trump regime and its hardline policies. President Trump is now in Canada for the G7 summit, where there are expected to be more protests against him this week. European leaders are also preparing to push Trump to facilitate a de-escalation of the conflicts in the Middle East. But back here, the fallout from his immigration crackdown is already being felt in some of the world's smallest nations, in some of New Zealand's closest communities.